Hello, Minecrafters, and welcome to episode 23 of our Let's Play Infinity Evolved. And the good news is, I have now opened my Christmas presents. So, I need some input from you. Yes, you. And you over there too. And I see you hiding back there. Anyways, if you would please let me know if you see any differences. I haven't upgraded my CPU yet, so probably not going to be running a whole lot faster. I have narrowed down a little bit on that little hiccup or stutter or whatever it is I get every once in a while, and it seems to have something to do with the garbage cleanup done by Java, or the Java. So I'm not really sure how to get past that or what the answer is. I know there's a lot of things you can do in the loading strings and things like that, but when basically my upgrades, I'm on mostly a new computer. I got an MSI Z97 Gaming 5 motherboard. I got a new case. I got a 500 gig SSD drive. I'm still running on my i5 4440 CPU. But other than that, pretty much a new computer. And I went ahead and bought another copy of Windows 10 Home to run everything on. So pretty much done a completely new install. So like I said, if you would, let me know how everything looks. I think I've got pretty much all my settings still the same, but yeah, let me know. Y'all look at this. Y'all look at the recordings more than I do, because I normally don't watch my videos once I've posted them. But anyways, I have now opened Christmas, and I'm also looking at this on a 27-inch screen instead of a 22, so while the world may not look bigger to you, it does to me. Alright, well, let's get on with this and get this party started. This is something I actually saw on Soren's when he was streaming. It's a market, and I'm looking at possibly building one of these later. It can be a little pricey and a little difficult to find the exact, like raspberry, blueberry, blackberry, and candleberry. An empty watering can, so one that hasn't been used, and then 4 emeralds. But what it allows you to do is buy seeds, and I thought that was kind of cool, but not going to be making that today. I'm going to continue in with what I was talking about last time, and that is the Dimensional Transceiver. So we can send power from place to place, and hopefully this will start letting us expand some on our power usage and things like that. So a little complicated in some areas, requiring more machinery in others, like we're going to have the slice and spice and the soul binder. So there you go. And one thing I want to do before I get started is go out here and grab my little essence berry bushes. Okay, I've gotten them fairly recently. And go ahead and munch on these. Get that part done. Swing back in here and get that stored. Now, eventually I might automate that just with autonomous activators. And I was really surprised that where'd it go? There it is. They've not done much with this, so they're still fairly easy to make. It's just a pain to have to make those, and then the vacuum hoppers and all that stuff, but eventually we'll probably get that done. But let's get on with this. First thing I want to do is I want to make up a bunch of our basic capacitors. So as you can see, I've got 64 of each of the items, so we'll make 64 basic capacitors. Now, then I want to take and have 64 energetic alloy split in half and 32 blazing electron tubes. And then I'll split these, and that gives me my double-layer capacitors. And I'm just making up a whole thing of these while we're here. Then I want 32 vibrant alloys split in half with an ender electron tube, 16, and take these and spread them that way. And now we have 16 octadic capacitors. Now, we're going to move over from that into making some iron bars. And from there, let's see if I can remember how this goes. I think it's like that. And I got to get something else. And that is down here. And that is machine frame. And I must say that with the power changes that we have made recently, oh, you're going to say, why hadn't that one on? This works a whole lot faster, as you can see. However, I will say that I've already got 2 completed already. Kind of like the bacon show, whenever you see them put all the ingredients into one oven, they put it into one oven, and then they turn around and say, okay, and they pull it out of that oven already cooked. And they actually expect you to not realize they pulled it out of a different oven. Okay, my rant for today. So now we have 2 machine chassis, and we're going to put it there. Now the first machine chassis is going to be put here, and that is going to give us our slice and splice. 5 solarium, pretty much any type of head. I went with the skeleton skull, an iron axe, and shears, and we get that. Now I want to bring this over here, drop our other machine casing into here, or machine chassis into here. Now these heads have to be these. Enderman, Creeper, Skeleton, Zombie. They do have to be those, and I think they even have to be, yep, they even have to be in that order. And then 4 solarium and the machine chassis in the middle gives us our soul binder. Now let's take this downstairs. And I'm going to need to knock out another place. Let's see. Yeah, it'll work. And let's place that right there. And that one right there. Now this, yeah, it is going to need power as well. Oh, I need another axe and another thing. Let's see, that means I need 5 of you. And 2 sticks. I forgot I had to have those inside of there. Alright, put that there. And we'll make an axe. And that and that. So pull that out and pull that out. Alright, I've got that. And one thing that had been mentioned was, yeah, I've talked about how on the high voltage power, when you come in here and split like this, that it actually splits your voltage. The question that I got in the comment section was whether or not it does it with medium voltage. Well, I've never had an issue with running out of power, even though I would split it 3 ways, coming down to this set and that set and this set. But because of that, because of not being sure, I went ahead and did this. That way it should, yeah, even if it does split, it should work. So now we've got our power coming into there, and so we'll take this axe and that set of shears. And next up, what we're going to do is we're going to grab the stuff out of here. Put it into there. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this knows where it needs to go. And so then I can go ahead and load up the second set. Just, you know, for reasons. And it's not the fastest thing in the world, but, oh wow, it used up that whole axe. Now that's interesting. Huh. Alright, well, we got this one. And we'll work with that in just a minute. Which I'm going to have to put power to that, but I'll swipe it off to that one for now, I guess. Alright, let's see, what am I... Is that where I'm at next? Yeah, because I made that and I made that. Alright, so we're going to need vibrant crystals, and I guess I can actually show you what I'm doing. We've got our Ender resonator right now, which came from the Slice and Splice. You have to have it, and apparently you have to supply new iron and new axes and shears periodically. It's going to take 20,000 RF and the items that we use to make that. Next, we're going to go toward our vibrant crystal with a soul vial that will make our ender crystal, which is used right here. We've already got our octadic capacitors made, and I've made this stuff before, so I've already got that in place. So we're actually almost there. So I'm going to leave that there for now. I'm going to go down here to the next crafting station and grab a couple of soul vials. And if you've never done this before, it's actually kind of cool. So we're going to come over here, go to our teleport to the end. And we're going to jump into the end. And we're going to go find an Enderman. I heard one. Oh, wow. They just appeared. And we're going to catch an Enderman in a bottle. And another one. And I can't go back out. No, I can't go back out that way. So now, let's go over here. And we'll jump back home. And I guess I could actually put together some books so that we could use those coming back and forth, but for now this is fine. It does give me soul fray, but that's no big deal. Alright, next up. Now that we have that, we can grab these out of here. And I want to make sure all my experience is put in, and I do want to get 10 out. Go down here. And you know what? Let me go ahead and make that axe, because I'm going to need 2 of these. So 3 of those, 1 of you, 2 planks, 2 sticks, to the crafting bench, just like that. That's where I get so much stuff clogged up in here. Okay, that's better. Alright, now I can go down here. And let's go ahead, toss in my other axe. And here, I can put you there. And put you there. It's going to require 10 levels. So I do that. Plus, it's going to need power. So once this is done, and it is, then I can switch to me pickaxe and knock that off the top there and go around here and grab, okay, and grab it off the top that way. And put that there. And yes, I'll go ahead and make some more of these. I might have some laying around somewhere. Alright, so it took the power, And it is now making our last item. Except for the fact that I need to make another one. So actually, I'll go ahead and go get 10 more levels. Doink. Alright, so now we've got our ender crystal. So let's put that up there, and that one. Oop, I clicked the wrong one. And that there. Give it our experience. I'll tell you what, it flat out vacuums out all that power, doesn't it? And ding, there we go. Alright, so head back upstairs. And I think our final place is right here. Dun, 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 dun. And there we go. We now have our dimensional transceivers. That wasn't too terribly bad. Actually went a little bit quicker than I thought it would. There is another thing I've been thinking about, and that's this. Because we've already got our vibrant crystal, we've got our octadic capacitors. Do I have any more electrical steel? I just might. I believe that's the, nope, that's a steel ingot, not electrical steel. That is where it was, and by the 0 you can tell I don't have any more of that. Unless I stuffed some in the back. Oh, there's some more power cables. Hey, and more of that. Okay, we'll fix that. Switch to the other bag. There's my bars I couldn't find earlier, so I made more. Let's see, it's not going to be over here because this is actually made in the alloy smelter. Let me grab some iron. And I might have the rest of what I need down here. 4 of that and 4 of that. Make sure you're on alloys. And I'm pretty sure that's the one for electrical steel. Ah, yes. This I made by mistake. I made my refined iron plates over here with the rolling, and then I put it back through. But what I actually was supposed to do is run it through the compressor, because that was from where I was making this. And it required the dense refined iron plate, and I was just using the wrong machine to make it. But yeah, there you go. Okay, let's go back up here. And 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. There you are. Vibrant capacitor bank. 25 million RF. Now we got some power to make. So yeah, I think this area is going to get renovated a little bit because I's got a little more power now. And you know, I can test something. What's the best way to test this? Let's put that there. And we'll take you and we'll put you there. That there. Make sure my generator is cut on. Got full fuel. Alright, switch off so generator will come on. And we're going to do a little science. Okay, so if I take and run... Yeah, because I'm going to do that off of this. Alright, now I got my power coming in. And this is showing 2036 RF a tick. I should have a little bit of time because it's not like it's going to fill that sucker immediately. Engineer's hammer. No, that's not the one I want. I want, there we go. Because I want to cut. Oh, I don't want to cut that one because it goes up. And that one's a bit of a pain to run. Oh well, it's for science. So now I've got a 4071 RF a tick coming in. So yes, the medium voltage wires do split. So if you do that split, you're only going to get half your voltage to one side and half to the other, whether it's being used or not. So as you can see there, 2036 RF a tick, because the other 2000 is going up that way. But if I cut that and only have the wire going here, it's now 4071 RF a tick. So significant difference. And I can charge up my shorts. Alright, so let's put that back together, because that's just there to charge it, and then once it gets charged, I'm probably going to move it somewhere else. And let me go over here. Oh, that's right, that's under. That's not the right one. That was going to here. Yeah. And let's get this put back together. That one goes to there. And then we cover it back up. All right, so, but we do have only half of it coming this way. That's really interesting how that works. And I don't know that it's a mistake. I honestly think that it's designed, if you split the cable and run, you know, one cable one way and one cable another, then it's going to split the voltage. Yeah, whether this is using it or not, it is splitting the voltage. And I've got a feeling that if we ran, let's see, we might be able to hit that one. We'll find out. Was it that one that we're in? Yeah. So right now we're at 2036. And not the right one. Where is it? There you are. Okay, so we'll attach that one to there. Now 726. So, yep, makes a difference. Now I'll take them all off. Put that one to there. Back to 4071. All right, so yes, not only does splitting the high voltage line give you half the voltage, but it does the same thing on a medium voltage line. So like I had said before, looks like we're going to need to either redesign the layout here or come up with some different power cables. Now, one thing I have noticed is if we do this, if we take the cables off of there, wait, wasn't that? Yeah, that's the right place. Just need to move that there so I got a room. All right, and we put this here, and Barbie's me hammer. Engineer's hammer. And let's change this. You can see the little blue up there. Change it to orange, so that's an output. Now let's run from there to here. And you can see we've got our 4000. And attach that back. We've still got our 4000. So what it does is it's pulling from the, if it's pulling from the capacitor, it doesn't split it. Which actually I think it's kind of cool. So as long as you're coming off a different face, I think you'll be okay. It's when you split off of the little insulator or whatever those things are called. I know what they are in real life. But if you split off of this, the connector, then it splits the voltage. But if you have, if you come, or if you have a bank like this and you come off the sides and continue the bank, or, kind of like what we've got here, where we can daisy chain these together, just like right here, this daisy chains to the next one, plus comes down and drops voltage here, then this line is not going to be divided, nor is this one. Just like these two lines are pulling full voltage because they come off of different sides. It looks like the only time it actually splits is when you actually have a split off of here. Kind of like when I had, the cable from here to that one instead of there. So right now we're coming in at 4,000, but if I split it from there to come here, then it's going to be, what about 2,000? Yep, then there's our 2,000. So a little bit of science, a little bit of testing things out, and there we go. But yeah, like I said, let me know how the video looks. If it looks normal, if you really can't tell much difference at all, let me know, because I want to make sure I've got everything set up and running well, like I hope it normally is. I don't mind derping around and making mistakes and stuff like that. What I personally have, oh, that's right, I got those, so I kind of messed up my stairs. What I do have short patience with is bad video. Which is why when I had my video and audio out of sync once, and someone was kind enough to let me know, as soon as I was able, I redid the compile, made sure everything was linked up, and deleted the old video, got rid of it, and put in the new video, because I, for one, cannot stand to watch video that the audio doesn't sync up with it well. Also, I wanted to let you know, I know this video is going to post Wednesday. I'm actually recording this on Tuesday. I am totally out of backlog, and reason is my dad just passed away Christmas Eve. And for those of you who send your condolences, I appreciate it. We weren't real close, but it's still kind of difficult. But I have had a lot of things going on because of that. I went to the funeral. I was out of town going to the funeral, ate up my backlog. And also yesterday for me, so 2 days ago for when this video posts, it was my youngest son's 16th birthday. And so he's been hanging out and been spending some time with him. I might miss a video or one or two or something like that. Bear with me. I'm trying to get everything back on schedule, but between upgrading the computer and my dad's funeral and my son's birthday, I want to keep my videos going. I want to keep my viewers. I want to keep y'all happy, but home's going to take priority. But anyways, just wanted to give you a heads up on that. And like I've said before, I hope everybody had a great Christmas and a wonderful New Year coming up. Also, with the New Year, January 2nd is my birthday. If you want to send, loads of cash, money, gift cards, Nick, if you want to send like a gift card to Cracker Barrel, hey, I'm good for that. I got no problems. I'm just kidding. Anyways, just wanted to let y'all know, in case I miss a video or two, bear with me until I get, things straightened out here and all that stuff. But I'm glad you were able to spend this time with us. We got ourselves our Dimensional Transceiver. We can send power across our world. We can actually send it to other worlds like the Nether or the Twilight. Hey, we ain't even been there yet. However, I've got to get working on that Britannia down there because that is pathetic. But anyways, that's the episode for this time. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back to see us soon as we watch the moon rise in the background. But until then, take care and God bless.